Welcome back. Now, while Saif Ali Khan recuperates, opposition parties from the India Bloc have launched an all-out attack on the BJP over law and order situation in states and cities under its control, particularly Mumbai. Sena UBT leader and Rajya Sabha MP Priyanka Chaturvedi said that the incident at Saif Ali Khan's residence is another high-profile attempt on life after the firing outside superstar Salman Khan's home and the murder of NCP leader Baba Siddiqui. She went on to say that all this is happening in Bandra, an area which has the highest concentration of celebrities, which is supposed to have adequate security. She also questions if celebrities are not safe, then who in Mumbai is?
आज सवेरे सवेरे जो सैफ अली खान जी के बारे में खबर आई बहुत ही शॉकिंग है, पर सरप्राइजिंग नहीं है। सरप्राइजिंग इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि लगातार हम देख रहे हैं किस तरीके से सेलिब्रिटीज पे अटैक हो रहे हैं, चाहे वो सलमान खान जी हो, चाहे वो बाबा सिद्दीकी जी का मर्डर हो, और अब सैफ अली खान जी को लेकर ये कहा जा रहा है कि चोर ने घुसने की कोशिश की, वहां पे उनको स्टैब किया और वो अभी लीलावती में उनकी सर्जरी जारी है। मैं आपको याद दिला देना चाहूं, जब लॉरेंस बिश्नोई ने उनके घर के पास, सलमान खान के घर के बाहर शूट किया था, उसकी जिम्मेदारी लेते हुए अब तक लॉरेंस बिश्नोई से कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं हो पाया है क्योंकि गुजरात पुलिस ने डिनाई कर दिया है मुंबई पुलिस को कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने से। उसी के श्रृंखला में फिर बाबा सिद्दीकी जी की दिन दहाड़े हत्या कर दी जाती है, फिर से लॉरेंस बिश्नोई उसकी जिम्मेदारी लेता है। और जब चार्जशीट होती है, खुद बाबा सिद्दीकी जी के जो सुपुत्र हैं ज़ीशान सिद्दीकी ने कहा, ही एक्सप्रेस डिससैटिस्फैक्शन इन्वेस्टिगेशन को लेकर। उन्होंने कहा जो सही मायने में इसके जिम्मेदार हैं, कहीं ना कहीं उनको राहत दी जा रही है, वो अभी तक न्याय का इंतजार कर रहे हैं। सलमान खान जी को अपना घर बुलेट प्रूफ करना पड़ रहा है अपनी सुरक्षा को लेकर, और अब सैफ अली खान को। ये फिर से कहूंगी कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर व्यवस्था जो मुंबई की है वॉज कंसिडर्ड वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड, सिर्फ देश में ही नहीं, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड, और उसको चोट पहुंचाने का काम लगातार चल रहा है।
Now, while the issue is dominating the Maharashtra political discourse, it is reverberating across the nation as well, with the Aam Aadmi Party using it to target the BJP ahead of the Delhi elections. Aam Aadmi Party Supremo Arvind Kejriwal said that crimes on the rise in Delhi as well, and even celebrities, are not safe under the BJP rule. He said that voters of Delhi must not vote for the BJP as their lives are in danger under the double-engine governments.
तुम दिल्ली को सुरक्षा नहीं दे सकते, तुम देश के सेलिब्रिटीज को सुरक्षा नहीं दे सकते, तुम देश के लोगों को सुरक्षा नहीं दे सकते, तुम देश के बॉर्डर्स को सुरक्षित नहीं रख सकते। तो आज डबल इंजन की सरकार ना तो अच्छी सरकार दे सकती हैं और ना देश को सुरक्षा दे सकती हैं। हम सैफ अली खान के ऊपर हुए कातिलाना हमले की कड़े से कड़े शब्दों में निंदा करते हैं और केंद्र सरकार से और राज्यों के केंद्र सरकार से निवेदन करते हैं, अपील करते हैं कि हर वक्त गंदी राजनीति करना बंद करो।
And to discuss this further, I'm joined by our esteemed panel of guests this evening, Mr. Chandrasekhar Jha, who is from the Shiv Sena UBT, and Pradeep Mahor from the BJP are joining me this evening. Good evening to both of you, and thank you for taking our time and joining us over here. My first question would go across to you, Mr. Chandrasekhar Jha. Why is this required to be made into an election issue over here in the national capital, with Arvind Kejriwal trying to use this to pitch the Aam Aadmi Party and say that the BJP-ruled states are unsafe for the voters, and that is the reason why people in Delhi must reject the BJP? Is it going too far, Mr. Jha?
See, if these celebrities are not protected and they are continuously being attacked, so whosoever the citizen of India be, are they not being attacked on that stance, or they are safe? This question arises. It is not the question of only Maharashtra. It is the question in total India. The border issues are there. The criminal activities are rising near the borders. Who is in control of the borders? The central ministry is in control of the borders. And in Mumbai, past 6 to 7 months, if you see, every celebrity, every politician is being attacked. So what should be construed in that situation? it should be construed that there is a failure of law and order, not to maintain a law and order in a state or in a national capital. So these things are arising, and it's a bona fide redressal has to happen. But it is not happening. The things are being suspectively jeopardized. The charge sheets are not being filed, particularly in a manner it should have been filed. So these all questions arises. So if it is a pertinent question, the Delhi Aam Aadmi Party has also raised it. In Maharashtra, the parties are also raising it. In other states, the parties are also raising where the BJP-led governments are there. In UP, if you see also, there is a daily mishap happenings. There are criminal activities in UP. They say that we are curbing it, but we don't see any kind of fast-moving action from the concerned BJP-ruled states. So these pertinent questions have to come out.
Okay, fair enough. Mr. Pradeep Mahar from the BJP is with us. Mr. Mahar, we've just heard what Mr. Jha had to say. And by and large, the question is that if celebrities in a high-profile place like Bandra are not safe, then who is? This is a question that is going to haunt the BJP government in Maharashtra.
Look, we can politicize any case, right? And come on and start speaking on screen and discussing about, that some law and order situation is there. But if we go to the nitty-gritties of this case, what happened? That there are two different theories that police has come with. And all the particulars of this case are still not out.
But
Because
Mr. Mahar,
when the
I will have to
investigation goes
interject
on,
over there is that it's not that we are making up these cases. Cases of a shootout attempt at Salman Khan has taken place. As far as Baba Siddiqui's murder is concerned, that has taken place. And now, of course, this break-in attempt that has led to the scuffle, because of which today Saif Ali Khan is at the hospital, has taken place. These are facts, Mr. Mahar. We can't just really say that these incidents haven't taken place.
Look, I'm talking about this particular case. So in this case, there are two different theories. One theory, in both the theories, one thing is very clear. The person who entered, he was allowed to enter through the main gate, right? And there are two different theories. One of the theft, and second theory is that there was some kind of a hot discussion between Saif Ali Khan and somebody, and then this kind of incident happened. Whatever the case is, it will be investigated, and the person responsible and the person who has done it will be behind the bars, and the case, the investigation will complete. But as far as the law and order situation is concerned, linking it to the law and order situation is completely wrong, because I'm talking about your headlines, Times Group headlines, it's like 11th of January. It's saying that Delhi is becoming safer for women. Rapes, molestation slightly down in 2024. So
but is there adequate security in these high-profile areas that often sees a concentration of celebrities, where there has been an attempt at Salman Khan's residence? Was due diligence being done? Questions are being asked about it, Mr. Mahar. We can't really shift the blame by trying to look at what is happening in the other states.
Look, so one thing is very clear because of these headlines. I can show you the papers as well. That the law and order situation is actually improving. But the thing is this, if there is some case, definitely it is a cause of concern, it is a matter of concern, and we need to investigate it. Police is potential enough to investigate and find out who is responsible for it, and whosoever is responsible will be behind the bus, that is for sure. So this investigation is going on. Let the investigation be over, and after the investigation is over, we will be able to evaluate correctly that what had actually happened, and how this kind of an attack on celebrity whose house is already secured, well secured house, has been attacked in such a manner.
Okay, I'm also joined by Mr. Tehseen Poonawala at this point in time, who's a political analyst. Good evening, Mr. Poonawala. We just heard what Mr. BJP's spokesperson, Mr. Mahar, and the Shiv Sena UBT spokesperson, Mr. Jha, had to say. But you have a personal experience that you have narrated and you've put it out on the platform X is concerned. Do you feel that this should be made into a political, agenda of sorts, where Arvind Kejriwal has stepped forward and said that the double-engine sarkar is where the electorates are going to be unsafe? He's citing this example and making a political pitch out of it, while he is sitting far away from Mumbai, campaigning in the national capital. Tell us about what exactly happened with you and what has your experience been?
There are two incidences of mine. One, the video that I put out was an attack at what they believed was my residence in Delhi, but actually it was my office. It's what I use as an office space because that addresses on all my official filings, etc. And this followed threats and a gentleman going up to a podcaster's residence, video recorded as well, threatening to blow me up for basically standing up for a BJP spokesperson. And I said what she said was not correct on Times Now, your sister channel, but you cannot have Sartan Se Juda, etc. And since then, there have been a couple of calls from Lebanon and people, and because of my position saying that Hamas, etc., terrorist organizations. So there is prima facie some lead. That's why police filed an FIR, but they haven't been able to get these people. We have suspicion they're from the New Mewat area in Haryana. So that is the video that I put out. But there is this problem of sometimes people getting behind issues that they believe they hold very dearly to. In this particular case, I think we should not jump the gun. Allow the Maharashtra police and the Mumbai police to finish its job. They're a very professional force. I mean, Arvind Kejriwal ji and UBT coming in. UBT, Shiv Sena hired policemen who were parking their vehicles outside an industrialist house with explosives in it, and their own police took their own MLAs to another state. So I don't think this should be made political. In my opinion, we should understand what happened. Was that person known to the family? Did he know the domestic help? How else did he get in? Because a lot of these buildings are secure buildings. So how did he get in? Let the police do their job. Once the police fail to do their job, I think we can raise the relevant questions. To just simply come and make this political, in my opinion, is not the right thing to do.
Okay, but Mr. Poonawalla, do you feel that since there is a repeated attempt at celebrities, especially actors, etc., there is a need to ensure that they are covered better in a sense as far as security is concerned, that there has to be some sense of confidence building amongst the people of Mumbai also, who are constantly seeing how celebrities are coming under threat, their lives are under threat, that leaves them in a limbo?
Yeah, it does. It happens with me. The other day, my gunman heard, for no reason, somebody was just using the most abusive and casteist language, and we had to file a complaint. So this does happen. There is all of this, and a lot of times you also hire your own security, you coordinate with, you liaison with the local police. So there is all of these issues. It's not just with movie celebrities, it's with sports persons, it's with people who come on television so much. There is sometimes people take an agenda. There's been a case where at a five-star hotel, somebody's walked up to me while I was with with another actor and his girlfriend, and said he wants to sexually attack my wife while that person's wife was there. And you just look at psychotic people like this, and you kind of stay away, because these are people who are disturbed and therefore they do this in public. Then there are the more serious threats where people sort of want to, like there was the firing, they do these sort of things. So I think when you're in public eye, you got to be careful about your family. You got to take steps, basic steps. Like, we don't put out my son's pictures anywhere on social media. We don't put his location. The gunman is everywhere with him. We have all of that. But ultimately, security can only do this much. Ultimately, the government must put confidence in the people. And if you crack these cases quickly and you catch the perpetrators, I think there'll be more confidence in society, not just with celebrities. I think even with the common man. Why should a common girl, for example, why should a working girl suffer harassment? So I think we need to talk about police reforms, society reforms. All of these things have to happen. Even now, the mentality, forget celebrities. If a girl's working late night, the mindset is, why were you alone? So we have to change also as a society. It is a complete conversation that we need to have and take it forward. It can't be just a one-pronged approach, as for me.
Absolutely, Mr. Poonawalla. Thank you for joining us over here at Mirror Now and sharing your ordeal. But Mr. Chandrasekhar Jha, the question still remains, how many people can really afford personal security guards? It becomes the responsibility of the state government to ensure that the people of the city are feeling safe, because they feel that if this can happen to Saif Ali Khan, God knows what's going to happen to them.
See, the thing is that private security guards can be there, but eventually the safeguard of a particular area or a particular society or a particular place is dependent upon the law and order which is being handled by the local police. And if the local police is not active, and if you see continuously in Delhi or anywhere else, if you see the activity of police in situations of criminal activities, they don't respond. They don't come on the doors, and they don't even want to file FIRs. So these kind of negligence attitude of police, and they don't want to pacify the concerned victims. So these kind of things have to be go beyond, and they should do their duties respectfully, and they should continue to maintain the law and order. They should keep a vigil upon all the places, but these things are not happening continuously, and that is why the lapses are happening, and we have to face it. And this kind of situation should not arise, because when the police is active, this situation will not be happening anymore. So this kind of vigilance is required, and it has to be seen.
Mr. Pradeep Mahar, vigilance is required, but there is also a need for people to have a sense of fear of law. That seems to be gradually diminishing. Do you think that there needs to be a lot more active involvement from the state government's end to ensure that people have a sense of how there's going to be consequences of the action, and you're going to be booked in case you are found guilty in situation like this where you're trying to harm another individual? Do you feel that this is happening not just in Mumbai, but it is a phenomenon that the country is experiencing, that the fear of law is gradually diminishing?
Look, that's basically true. It's the responsibility of police to apply the law at the people so that consequences are there, and people are afraid of committing any kind of a crime. And police is on their they are trying their level best, and they are very professional in doing it. And most of the places they are doing it, they're doing their level best. And we heard the case there, but there are some different kind of cases, like say similar kind of a thing happened against me, where West Bengal police itself filed an FIR because I was speaking something against the government. So they filed an FIR against me. So this is the misuse of police against a person, right? I
Okay.
have tweeted it also, and there's an organization that I'm running. So that FIR was filed against me, and I had to fight that case. And that was an unnecessary kind of a case where I was just talking against one of the state government. So these uh, there are different states, different kind of policing is there. But as far as the Mumbai police is concerned, I'm confident enough that as far as this case is concerned and any other case is concerned, they are having a potential to investigate and come out with a conclusion, and we will have the person who has done such kind of a attack
Okay, but Mr.
on
Mahar,
Saif
just
Ali
before
Khan
I wrap
will
this
be killed.
conversation, what is your view on Arvind Kejriwal's statement where he is using
Look,
this
it's
entire episode of the attack on Saif Ali Khan to make a pitch for the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi? What do you make of
look,
it? Do you feel
they
it's
are having
misplaced?
Look, this is something like a political agenda. They are trying to find political agenda into everything. Whatever happens in the country, they will try to politicize it. They will try to use that for their own personal benefit in Delhi. That is what they're trying to do. And I will suggest them they should come out of it. This, and instead of this, they should be doing something better for the Delhi people, so that at least people have they are going for the election, so
All
people
right.
can vote for them. So instead of politicizing everything, just they are having a government in Delhi, so they can sit with the police personnel there. If there is some problem they are facing, I saw that the crime graph is going down. So this is a better situation. It could have been further improved if there was a double engine sarkar in Delhi. But the way Arvind Kejriwal always, tries to play victim politics, this is a surprising thing for me, and this should be surprising for everybody in Delhi. And they should do away with such kind of a government who is always a victim. They always say that we do not have anything in hand. If you haven't have anything in hand, then what are you going to do in the future? If you form the government again, what will you do? So it's better choose a better government which is able to solve all the issues that are there in Delhi.
Well, absolutely, Mr. Pradeep Mahar. And the people of Delhi will get a chance to decide who would they want as their government, since Delhi goes to vote on 5th of February. And the results are going to be declared on 8th. But clearly, elections are going to come and go. But the safety of citizens is of paramount importance. Thank you so much, Mr. Pradeep Mahar and Mr. Jha, for taking your time and joining us over here at Mirror Now. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the broadcast. Lots more lined up. Stay tuned and keep watching Mirror Now for more news and updates.